So I ordered one of those fancy DiResta meat thermometers for Thanksgiving, but I couldn't get the temperature readout to work. So I brought it down to the shop and noticed there was kind of a wobble in the shaft, and figured maybe there was something going on with the internals. So I measured the bore in the handle and the diameter of the shaft, and they were both just about 136 and a half thousandths, which gives it a decent press fit. But I wanted to go even tighter and drill that hole a little deeper. So I used 126 thousandths bit and brought that bore down to about 3/4 deep. And here you can just see the the additional depth that I went. Now I've got a nice 10 thousandths undersized hole in the handle, and that will make the brass deform around the steel shaft for a real solid fit. So I clamp it down in a leg vise, smack it on there with a block. I was doing this about midnight and woke up my wife,
Yeah.
which you
Sorry.
don't really want to do ever, but it took the wobble out of the shaft. And then I also noticed that the sheath was a little loose, so I just crimped it down by squeezing the slitted end right near the base of the slit to give it a good spring. And that hole's real nice now. I still don't know quite how to get it to read out temperature, but I think it'll work pretty good just for stabbing.
Hey, thanks for watching that. As you can tell, all my videos recently have been Jimmy DiResta and Making It podcast influenced. And it's probably going to stay that for a while until I develop my own style and rhythm for the videos. And it's just easier right now to do something that as a reflection of what I've been inspired by, rather than try to jump right into my own tutorials and projects. It just keeps me a little bit more motivated. And in other news, I was interviewed this week on John Berard's MakerCast podcast. If you haven't heard of it, check it out at podcastformakers.com. It's a great podcast. He's got a lot of great names on there that I'm very, very honored to be featured alongside of. He's had Mark Spagnolo, he's had Lynn from Darwin Arver, he's had Kyle Toth. I know he's got some other real big names coming pretty soon too. Yeah, that's exciting. And today I am featuring this sweater. My mom made this. It was one of the first things she ever knit back in 1985. She knit it for herself, and somehow 30 years later, it fits me perfectly. It's super warm, it's super gaudy, and I love it. I'm going to wear it all throughout the cold season here. So expect to see a lot more of these green and red apples. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying what's going on here. I plan to make it a lot more, I plan to do a lot more fun stuff as time goes on. Thanks.